The Daily Purge. All right, how you doing? Monday, ready to roll. 13th of what is it? September. There we go. Can you believe it's September already? It's crazy. It's like we're coming up on 2 years of this COVID mess. It is incredible. Think about it. So let me share this around real quick, and we'll get moving on. Moving on. There we go. There we go. Write a post. Post this to my stories, and then you can enjoy it wherever you are. That makes it much easier for me to share this around. Hope you're doing fantastic, having a good day. Today I want to talk about, something really simple, and that's motivation is not inspiration. Which one do you prefer? And the reason I'm saying that is because people are so hell-bent and stuck on reaching goals and crushing it in life and making sure that this happens or that happens so that you can feel good about this or that. And, Lane and I are doing a lot of, stuff going on recently. And one of the things that came up was that, I always talk about it. Motivation is an external force. It's forcing you to do something. You think you have to do something. So that motivation is driving you to do that. And inspiration allows you to feel like you want to do something, that you want to do something. It's inspired movement, right? Inspired action, inspired forward movement. And also when you're inspired, you're naturally more charismatic and attractive, and you're easy to work with. And so when you're driving hard as a leader or as a father or as a mother, and you're driving, hey, Olga, and you're driving really, really hard, sometimes you forget about those people around you, and you're not as easy to get along with. You're not as charismatic because you're focused. You're too zeroed in on what it is you want to do. And that's this is a thing. If you look at setting your goals and trying to reach a goal, you're basically saying to yourself, something in my life needs to change to make me happy, right? And that will never change. And take it from a guy who's had a lot, lost a lot, had a lot, lost it again, and is back to, getting it again. You're never happy. You're never freaking happy. You're never happy because you're motivating yourself externally all the time. Okay, I need to make this money to buy this thing, to pay these bills, to do this, and then I can do this. And then you get there and it's like, no, actually, I need this and I need that. I need to do this. And all these needs that you have is driving you as an outside force. So you're never internally happy. And what if I told you don't have to do any of that shit? You don't have to do any of it. Our life adjusts to what we have. Our life adjusts to the things that we allow ourselves to do. It's like when you get a pay raise of $5,000 overnight per month, within a couple of months, you're using that money, unless you're really frugal with it, right? So the question to you is, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer motivation or do you prefer inspiration? Because inspiration is, one second, my wife's in the hospital. She's writing me. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. So the question is, do you want to be inspired? No. Do you want to be inspired to do things daily and feel good about it? Be attractive to people? Be someone that people want to be around? Or you want to be one of those people that are driving an external mission that are just unbearable at times because, well, that's what society says we have to do. We got to be the hard, the macho, the driver. You got to get it done. You got to crush it and all this kind of stuff. And there's a place for that. That's what motivation gets you started. Inspiration carries you through. Simple as that. More motivation is how you start a habit. And so it's more, you're motivated to start. You create a habit. You create a routine. And then you create your being of that, whatever it is that you're doing. I just thought it was interesting when you think about it. Hello. Hey, what's up, Brian? I thought it was interesting to think about how we motivate ourselves, or do we inspire ourselves? And if you're motivated by outside forces, you'll never find the peace of mind because it's fleeting. It means it's short term for you. So try to inspire yourself. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? When we talk about setting goals or reaching your goals, and let's say you want to buy a house, right? You want to buy a specific house, and you save up your money and you buy that house. Well, then what happens then? Do you have the money to pay the property taxes? Do you have the money to upgrade it? Can you afford anything else? Or are you broke because you saved the money for that? So the goal isn't typically what you want. It's the feeling that you want. And you seek to fulfill that feeling with a thing. But if you realize that what you really want is a lifestyle where you can afford, enjoy, and work with the things that you want to work with without the stress and without having to pound the pavement every single day to try to make things happen. 1 second, I'm putting in the code for my kitties.
YouTube code,
exactly. There you go. All right. Well, just checking in.
Watching YouTube.
Oh, yes. She's watching YouTube. Anyway, so they always know that when I'm on the phone or when I'm on video, they know they can come in and get the code because otherwise I won't be able to talk to you. So today's a real simple one. Just ask yourself the question. Are you tired of being having to motivate yourself with outside forces? Or are you looking forward to being inspired to move forward with things that enlighten your day and make you a more positive person, make you a better person to be around and that people love? And this is the thing. You have a lot of people out there, a lot, that have the money, they have the goals. I mean, they have the money, they have reached their goals, at least the ones they're at now, and they have what you would consider a good life. But many of them aren't happy because there's no alignment with what they're doing. And they're not creating a life. They're creating things, and they're following these paths to these things and thinking that when they collect more things, they're going to feel better. And I know it sounds holistic, and I know it sounds like, look, Steve, I just need a freaking paycheck. I get it, right? But when you focus on that, that's not what you're going to get. When you focus on scarcity mindset, I need, you're actually pushing it away. What you resist will persist. You know. So it's something to think about. Just passing it along. Hope you're doing fantastic. I want to talk real quick about our Business Accelerator in Houston, Texas on 7 and 8 November. If you don't know about it, we're having a Vetpreneur Tribe, Have movement, a Vetpreneur Business Accelerator in Houston, Texas. And we just got a massive partner to join us, $50,000 giveaway for veteran-owned businesses. At least 51%. We'll be coming out with more details as well. There'll be a live voting, so everyone who shows up can vote for the companies that win. And then there'll be a check presentation on there as well. There's speed consulting with top consultants. That means you can go in there with your business. You have 20 minutes with a top coach of a top part of some industry of a subject matter expert, and you can just crush your business in a short period of time. We're going to have a few keynotes. We have a VIP dinner. We have a Warrior Council lunch. A lot of well-known veteran faces will be there. Names will be there. It's on Veteran Day weekend, which is quite cool as well, or close to Veterans Day weekend as well. We're going to have a surprise guest. We can't talk about who that's going to be yet, but we're going to have a surprise guest. It's going to be amazing. So if you want to go, check in the description, check out the link, and go ahead and grab yourself tickets in Houston, Texas, on 7th and 8th November. It's going to be fantastic. The second day is the Veteran Healing Symposium. Now, the Veteran Healing Symposium is free, and anyone can come to that. Mil-Spouse, Gold Star families, full on services. What do you call it? Full active duty. Anyone who's affiliated with the military in any way, even if you're a family member, a friend, or whatever. And we're going to talk about veteran healing, trauma, PTSD, depression, and the different modalities of how we can heal. So whether it's plant medicine like Lane and I deal with, or ketamine treatments, or breath work, or float tanks, or tapping, or all these different kinds of modalities, wearables, for instance, like the Apollo that we wear, to facilitate healing and change in a veteran's life. And so that'll be exciting as well. That's the second day. That's on the 8th. Should be fantastic. I would really love to see you all there. Even if you're not a veteran, just bring it, right? It's going to be great, a great opportunity to network with some top well-known veterans. Also a great opportunity to network with Lane and myself, or just to meet us and have a brewski. I don't drink, but whatever. I can do a non-alcoholic brewski. All right. Okay, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic one. Thanks so much for tuning in. A little light today, I know, but I wanted to pass this along. My wife's in the hospital, just had a operation, so I'm taking care of the kids all day and checking to make sure everything's all right. So fingers crossed, everything's cool. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's always a true pleasure, and remember, it's all about quality of life. See you tomorrow.